KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area high school football is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM Radio app. Now to the field for high school football on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good evening and welcome back to football here on Eagle 102. Mark Fun and Chris Groney here at Bowling Green High School getting ready for week one action. And it's just like the old days, Bowling Green in Louisiana to start the season.
I like the just like the old days. This is the game you waited for when I played football for Bowling Green. You wanted to play Louisiana. Everybody else was like, okay, we'll play them. But this is the game you wanted to play.
Yeah.
And it's the opener.
And the opener.
Home opener, even.
Exactly. They used to do this week one all the time back in the good old days, but got pushed back to week 7 last week. Didn't matter. Bowling Green did what they've done the last 5 matchups, and that was beat Louisiana. A 5-game winning streak dating back to the early 2010s. So Louisiana looking for a little redemption here in week number 1, but it's going to be awfully tough. They've got some roster issues going into the first week of the season. Bowling Green looks very healthy and very good. We'll talk about both teams when we start the pregame show for you next here on Eagle 102.
You're listening to state tournament baseball action with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Meyer Implement Company, Sparks Maintenance Contracting, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And welcome back to Bowling Green High School, getting ready for week 1 action between the Bowling Green Bobcats and the Louisiana Bulldogs. It's the Mayor's Cup for 2022, and we mentioned it right off the bat. Every year you're going to have some roster turnover. Bowling Green lost players like Cooper Keel, Braden Heinecker, Owen Niemeyer, Charlie Bowen, but you'll probably read it in the upcoming issue of the Patriot. I was a little worried about the receiver position, but you've got some inside sources, and they look pretty good out there.
Well, Brandon Gamm has jumped into that starting position and is one of the quickest kids I've ever seen. I mean, he's got speed, he can jump, he can catch the ball. We saw that last year. He had a couple good touchdowns last year, and to be quite honest, Brandon is an athlete that last year probably would have started on 90% of high school football teams. Yeah. He just was overshadowed here by, Marcus and Charlie Bowen. And, Brandon is a heck of an athlete, so it'll be interesting to watch him in that position.
And a little bit different look for your kid. Aiden kind of changing positions a little bit.
Yeah, he played a lot of quarterback through youth football. He got a lot bigger than he was, and they moved him to tight end last year, and then this year he filled in a spot on the line where we lost a couple big kids, and And actually, he kind of enjoys that, one-on-one competition, so he really likes clanging and banging in the field and in the trenches.
He outgrew the quarterback position.
There might be some truth to that, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. On the Louisiana side, you lost two really good players to Quincy University and Ryan Camps and Mason Washington. You also lost Quincy Hutt, Tremaine Chapman, Lucas Martin, Will Shepard. The list goes on and on for them. A lot of roster turnover, and in addition to that, they're going to be without Wyatt Harrison, who's probably their best two-way player, as he's still dealing with some off-season injuries. So it's going to be tough for the Bulldogs here to open up this 2022 campaign.
I talked to Coach Pitzer a handful of times at the gym, and I was talking to him. One of the things that I think high school football teams need are coaches that can go out and get kids and grow programs. And he really gave me a good feeling in his program that's really something that he was trying to do, is get those kids, because what we've seen in Louisiana is they've just lacked in numbers, not necessarily lacked in athletes, but man, their numbers have been small, and they don't look too bad in numbers tonight.
No, they look really good. I mean, it just seems like a couple of years ago they were at about 14, 15 kids week in and week out, and now they've got it's about 2/3 of the Bowling Green roster, and that's pretty good for Louisiana.
Well, and like I said, I truly believe that is a huge impact to get kids to come out to grow your program, and it looks like that's what he's doing.
Those overview of both these rosters. We'll take a break, come back with our keys to the game, and lineups are just around the corner as well as we continue the Eagle 102 pregame show.
Game of the Week coverage this week brought to you by Meyer Implement Company, PJ Salon, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Bowie General Services of Farber is ready to help you with all your lawn and landscaping needs. Or maybe you are needing firewood. They offer that as well. Bowie General Services is your reliable contractor in Audrain, Pike, and the surrounding counties.
Hi, this is Dalton Bowie. Give us a call today for a free quote on your next project or to schedule lawn maintenance. 573-470-5354. Or visit our Facebook page, Bowie General Services.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Time for our keys to the game for this Week 1 matchup, and I think it comes down to if Louisiana can hold the line. It's a big, tough Bowling Green front, and if Louisiana tires out, this could be over early.
Yeah, the key to every football game is to control the line. I just am not sure. I've not seen enough of Louisiana, and Bowling Green is coming off of a big year, so they're very confident. And I watched their confidence in both the Troy Jamboree and the Hannibal Jamboree, where they competed against schools much bigger than them. So, but I do agree with you. If they can control that line and wear the line down, they stand a chance.
Yeah, and that's going to be the toughest test. I think if they get the quarterback some time, he has some options on the outside, but I think that's going to be very tough against Bowling Green's defense. I guess if you had to pick your poison, offense or defense from Bowling Green, the most turnover was on the defensive side of the ball. So if you can get a couple of points on the board, obviously you're going to have a better chance of staying in this ball game.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things we saw last year is that, Bowling Green scores so much that you want to keep their defense out of the end zone as much as you want to keep their offense out of the end zone. So, but yeah, defensively for Louisiana, if they can put some points up on the board defensively, that's going to help them. And Bowling Green lost the most players this year on defense. They're returning 6 defensive starters. But again, guys like Brandon Gamm coming in, that's a heck of a replacement who probably should have been a starter last year and wasn't.
Yeah. Well, Bowling Green has taken the field. Louisiana still yet to make their move from the locker room. We're about 7 minutes away from the kickoff of this 2022 season. Those are our keys to the game. We'll have starting lineups for you next on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage on KJFM Radio this week brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Hi, this is Amy at Community State Bank of Missouri. Did you know we offer health savings accounts? If you have a high deductible health plan, you may qualify for a health savings account. HSAs are designed to help you save your money to help pay your deductible. Talk to your employer about our health savings account and let them know you want to keep your money right here at home. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green Clopton and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athletes. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
Starters for this ball game. First, we're going to go offenses for both sides. For Louisiana, they're coached by Greg Pitzer. They'll start at the wide receiver position, a senior, number 2, Jack Logan. Also a wide receiver, junior, number 6, Alex Zeroff. Senior tight end, number 7, Sheldon Sylvie gets the start tonight at fullback. Sophomore, number 9, Brady Shepard. Number 12 at quarterback, he's a junior, Ethan Harrison. At running back, a junior, number 15, DeMarco Green. And on the line, sophomore, number 55, Ben Nictula. Sophomore, number 56, Brendan Hughes. A freshman, number 58, Colton McCarty. Senior, number 72, Tyler Gamble. And another senior, number 77, Siler Felderworth. For the Bowling Green Bobcats, they're coached by Joe Chin. They'll start as senior, number 1, Marcus Starks. Another senior, number 6, Dylan Dalton. He's the quarterback. Junior, number 10, Blaine Bryant. Number 15, senior, Brandon Gamm. Number 24, you love your machine gunner, don't you?
Machine gunner Bryant,
yes, senior. Number 24, Gunner Bryant. Number 34, a sophomore, Aiden Grody. You like him pretty well, too.
I like him, too, yep.
Junior, number 55, Harrison Hunt. Senior, number 59, Devin Rue. Number 66, a junior, Lucas Jennings. Number 68, a senior, Jackson Charlton. And another senior, another Charlton. Number 74, Teddy Charlton rounds out the starting 11 on the Bowling Green offense.
Just for the record, I like all these kids.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
One slightly more than the
Yeah,
rest.
probably one a little more than the other, but one aggravates me a little more than the other at times too.
Exactly. Getting ready for the coin toss here ahead of week 1 at the Mayor's Cup, the oldest traveling trophy in this area for sure, if not the entire state.
You know, this is a game that probably both towns have enjoyed for a really, really long time.
Oh, for sure. The rivalry doesn't get much. I don't know. I don't think it's hated, but snarky. It's a snarky rivalry.
Yeah, there's definitely a rift in the two towns, and it maybe it starts here at football and it's carried on since. I don't know.
It's kind of like Cards Cubs. You know, we don't hate the Cubs because they're usually
yes,
so bad.
We do. Yes, we do.
But
it's okay to say we don't like the Cubs, I think.
I'm actually with you. I hated that whole McGuire Sosa hug a Cub thing.
Yeah.
Louisiana will get the ball first as they win the toss. We'll take a quick break. Come back with the opening kickoff after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Northeast Missouri Title Company, Sun Window Company, and Clint Bowen Construction.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Bowling Green to kick off this 2022 season here in front of a big crowd, both sides.
Yeah.
The grandstands are pretty well packed. Lots of folks around along the fencing here, and just ready to get this season kicked off in this Mayor's Cup game.
Yeah, there are a lot of people here, and for some reason Bowling Green always has a group that stands along the fence here, and so the stands are pretty full here where most people sit, but there's a lot of people standing too, and quite literally ready to kick off with Easton Orff ready to kick the ball.
DeMarco Green, a deep man for Louisiana, and the kick goes deep.
Good kick.
Backing up and fielding it around the 10-yard line is Green. He'll go kind of stutter step and met at the 20 and drug back to about the 16-yard line. They're going to give him forward progress to the 20, it looks like, and that's where Louisiana will start, 1st and 10.
And it looked like he was tackled by 9 of the 11 starters on kickoff.
Yeah, they were all there. Good coverage.
Get my Louisiana sheet here, Mark, and keep some stats for you.
They credit Bryant with the tackle.
He has a nickname also. It's Sideshow.
Sideshow?
Yeah. Not for any bad reasons.
Not Sideshow Bob or anything.
Yeah, that is it.
Okay.
Yes.
Rolling out to throw on first
Pick.
down is Harrison, and the ball is knocked down. Good coverage that time by number 42 for the Bobcats, Bryson Brandenburger.
Yeah, great play because he came from his middle linebacker position. Louisiana rolls that tight end, rolls out to the near side here. The tight end just runs an out, and the middle linebacker, Brandenburger, read it pretty good and jumped in front and got his hand on it to knock it down.
One of my neighbors.
Yeah, mine too. I mean, fairly close.
Yeah.
A couple blocks away.
Yeah. So 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion for Louisiana. And they're going to go on the ground this time, up the gut, and roll forward for a gain of about 2 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 8.
Yeah, just a handoff to the fullback. They're in an I formation, handoff to the fullback, and gain of what, 2 yards, 3 yards? Brady Shepard.
His first carry.
Number 59, Devin Rue.
Devin Rue on the tackle, and they do give him about 2 yards to set up 3rd and 8. 35 seconds into this first quarter.
Down and 8 situation. Let's make some
So
noise for that Bobcat defense.
Louisiana looking to convert here on 3rd and long. Bowling Green looking for the stop to start the season. Rolling out, deep drop, ball tipped again and knocked down, and the Bulldogs will have to punt.
Yeah, so just a good split wide receiver formation here and a good rollout, but But Sideshow is so fast. He gets through the line untouched practically, and then I don't know if you've seen the kid jump. He jumps 60 feet in the air practically, so you're not going to be able to throw the ball over him. But he gets both hands on the ball and knocks it down for an incomplete pass.
60 feet 6 if he doesn't have the helmet on.
Yeah. He can jump, man. He's a heck of a basketball player.
And he's got some hair too, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. That's where the Sideshow comes from.
There you go. Seiler Felderworth on to punt. Brandon Gamm is waiting, and it's not going to get to him. It's going to bounce at the 50 and bounce back and down at about the Louisiana 48 by Sheldon Sylvie. So
Bowling Green takes over good field position.
And this is the type of field position for quick strike in recent years for this Bowling Green offense.
Yes. Well, I mean, this is a talented group of seniors, let alone a talented group of all Bowling Green kids. Marcus is just a stud when it comes to running the ball. And
yeah.
He gets a good hole, it's trouble.
Rolling out, pitch now, late pitch. Starks.
There's a great
breaks
miss.
A couple
Another
of
miss.
tackles, and he's got nothing but green in front of him. No flags, cuts back, and he is into the end zone. I thought he could go in untouched on his own, and it's a touchdown for Starks to start the season. His first carry in for the score, and it's 6-0 Bowling Green.
Yeah, so
48 yards.
Yeah, they run a speed option right, basically. Dylan pitches the ball on his read. Kind of a late pitch. The read was out wide, which maybe he should have kept, but Marcus gets the ball, cuts it back in, cuts back our side, makes 3 guys miss here.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a great block by, I don't know if it was Devin Rue or who it was, but his defender's on the ground and the offensive lineman's just laying on top of him.
Starks for 2, pushes a lineman down, still on his feet. Did he make it? It doesn't look like he is in. He is in. 2-point conversion for Marcus. And it's 8-0 Bowling Green. 10:47 to go here in the opening quarter. One play, and they're into the end zone. Bowling Green up on week 1 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage on KJFM Radio this week brought to you by Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique, Knight Equipment Company, and Reed Insurance Agency.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
East to North kicks it off. Green gets it across the 25, and he's tripped up there.
By Drew Dalton. Good tackle. Good kick. It wasn't real high, just kind of straight line drive. Dribbles to the deep back guy, and Drew Dalton makes a good tackle. First Bobcat to make contact with the Bulldog and tackles him.
They'll mark it at the 28-yard line. And that's where Louisiana will start their second possession. One play, and Marcus Starks into the end zone for 48 yards and a 2-point conversion. 8-0 Bowling Green. They'll keep it on the ground and just nothing there. They'll stop the forward progress. They're going to give him, it looks like, a yard, maybe 2. Kenny McCormick's first carry.
We'll give him 2 yards, maybe.
Charlton on the stop. And it'll be 2nd and 8.
So same play they did with Brady Shepard earlier, just give the ball to the up back and see what he can power through. But, I mean, Devin Rue, Lucas Jennings here, and Jackson Charlton. Jackson Charlton and Devin Rue are the 2 middle defenders here, and both of those guys are hosses. I mean, they're going to cause the offensive line some trouble. So have to find a way to get that ball to the second level if possible.
Whistles come out, and timeout to avoid a delay of game. We'll take 1-2. Bowling Green leads Louisiana, 9:52 to go in the first, 8-0 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage on KJFM Radio this week brought to you by Ann Lane Boutique, Craig Bowen CPA, and Brown's Auto Body.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
8-0 Bowling Green. It'll be 2nd and 8 for Louisiana.
Remember, if you hear us say the score, to text it to Alice Charlton so she makes sure she gets it. She used to get on us for not saying it enough.
All right, 8-0 Bowling Green. 9:52 to go here.
That's for you people out there. If you got her number, give her a text.
Bulldogs pitch out here on 2nd down.
Harrison's
over to the
out there.
far side. And not much there.
Number 15,
it was DeMarco Green who's been handling the
knocked down by number 1, Marcus
kickoffs. Starks knocks him down. It's going to be 3rd, and they'll give him 2 more yards. Looks like 3rd and 6.
What number is Mr. Green?
15.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, just a pitch sweep left for us. So, if you're looking at your radio dial left to right, they're swagging that to the top of your radio dial if you got one. And Bobcats did a good job of getting to that. I thought Harrison Hunt, 55, the defensive end on that side, might have got there, but he was a little behind the play. But that's not unusual for a sweep because you got to get off that seal end block.
Oh, and they run out of time again. Have to burn another timeout. Louisiana does to avoid the 5-yard penalty. We'll keep it here this time, but I thought Louisiana on that sweep did a good job stretching that Bowling Green defense out.
Well, so yeah, we talk about that seal block with Harrison, and that's the hardest position that he's playing because typically that's outside containment for defensive end, and if he gets blocked in, and he can't get off of that, that's really all you need, and then your running back can get around that edge, and then you leave it to the cornerback or the safety to make that tackle. To Louisiana's disadvantage, Marcus Stark happens to be our safety.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but Harrison just a chip block on him slowed him down just enough not to get to that play, and that's all it really takes at times.
Mm-hmm.
And Harrison is a stud. We're going to see him this year tearing up a lot of offenses.
So 3rd and 6, a long 6 for Louisiana, trailing 8-0, their 2nd possession of the ball game. See if they can convert here.
False start.
Yep, on
Good
the
call.
offense, so they burn 2 timeouts and still lose the 5 yards on a false start. And that's what Louisiana just cannot afford to do, little mental errors like that.
Yeah, well, and the problem is for them playing Bowling Green is if they don't get a first down here, a conversion, they're going to have to punt. And unless they get a better punt than they got last time, they're going to give Bowling Green great field position again. Yeah, those small mistakes will just eat your morale, eat your motivation, eat everything.
The only thing worse is a fumble or pick.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Kick returns are pretty bad.
Yeah.
Punt returns.
So now it's 3rd and 11. And
Big
they'll
throw.
go to the air.
Deep ball.
Airing out near side. And
should be a flag.
There's the flag. As into double coverage, Logan was the intended target. And they'll get the pass interference call and a first down. And it's not a spot foul in high school, so they won't get into Bowling Green territory on that one, but they'll get the fresh set.
Was it a 10 or 15? I can't remember, but it'll be a first down. But basically, they did a good job to run number 2 out here, Jack Logan, on just a go route. He's a foot taller than Brandon, which is a problem. But Brandon just basically got into his face, never turned to look for the ball, and he's enough of an athlete that he can do that. He can turn and look for the ball and make a play.
Logan was good to recognize it and just slow down and
get
keep
his hands up, kind of get the attention. There's a little acting there, but it was good. It was good.
Yeah, you slow down just a little bit, you make it look a lot worse than it is. 9:26 to go here in the opening quarter. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line for Louisiana. And Bowling Green actually had a man to make that tackle, but he went past the ball carrier, Kenny McCormick, and went after the quarterback and then realized that McCormick had it.
Yeah, and that read option, that's probably what Machine was supposed to do in that place where he crashes down and just takes the quarterback and makes him the read man. The quarterback did the right job and gave it to McCormick to take it. But the little bit of that banging on the quarterback when he's trying to get the ball off just gets in his head for the whole rest of the game.
They get a yard on the play, 2nd and 9. And again, they'll go to DeMarco, and he's into some open space, finally brought down after a first down run into Bowling Green territory, all the way down to about the 42-yard line of the Bobcats. That's a nice
14-yard run, maybe
run there by DeMarco Green.
Yeah, and I would almost call it an off tackle, but it was pretty just a straight dive, pretty much to the tackle position, and there was nobody there to make a play.
That's probably the best run that the Bulldogs have had against Bowling Green in a couple of matchups.
Yeah. Well, and our inside linebackers need to recognize that.
Yep. I'll go to the ground again, and here's DeMarco Green again, trying to find some room here on the near side.
Holding.
Flag comes out, and it is a hold. It's going to come back.
DeMarco Green.
But see, there's that athleticism from Brandon Gamm where he's being held, yet he gets off of that to still make the tackle.
There is a penalty flag on the play.
They're running two up front fullbacks with Brady Shepard and McCormick up front, and then gave the ball to Green, who bounced the ball out to an off tackle. And unfortunately, the wide receiver out here held Brandon Gamm, who ended up making the tackle anyways.
Yeah, it was Logan, number 2, and he did the I didn't do anything, hands up.
Which is like a dead giveaway.
Oh, yeah. So this one will come back 10 yards from the previous spot. It'll still be first down. Well, from the spot of the foul, I guess. So it's actually going to be 1st and 9.
1st and 9.
From the 40-yard line of the Bobcats. And they're going to go right back to Green, and this time he is wrapped up for a loss, loses that 1 yard, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Bryson Brandenberger from his middle linebacker position on a blitz. Same play, just going to the top side of the field in an off-tackle type play. But Bryson was through the line almost immediately, making contact with Green as soon as he got the ball.
Harrison Hunt also in on the tackle.
Harrison Hunt.
And it is 2nd and 10. 8 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. 8-0 Bowling Green, leading this Mayor's Cup matchup.
I think I just figured out what my little slash marks are here for.
Yeah.
New stat sheet, people.
And more movement on the line for Louisiana, so it's going to be 2nd and 15. Flags come out pre-snap again.
False start on that left side, top side of the line again from the Bulldogs. Kind of, an aggressive defense will cause you to do that, though, to a younger player or a, anxious player. You want to get the start on a guy like Harrison Hunt or somebody, or Jackson Charlton, so he doesn't get into the backfield. Try to get a little bit of a nudge, but that's what the refs are watching for.
All the way back to the Bowling Green 46-yard line. Play clock down to 15. Sylvie now out wide on the far side. And it's to Green again. And Blaine Bryant pulls him down after a gain of about 1. It's going to be 3rd and 14.
Blaine also playing that, Sideshow kind of playing that middle linebacker position, and he has a knack to find the ball and just completely careless of his own safety.
Yeah.
Just go hard, man.
Down to 7:27 to go here in the first.
Of course, when your older brother gets the nickname Machine Gunner, you probably got to play hard.
They're working hard out there.
Yeah, Machine Gunner, Sideshow. I think one of them probably plays with a little chip on his
False
shoulder.
start.
Yep.
By everybody.
Yep.
But the center.
And Bowling Green was sure to sell it. So they'll go back another 5 yards all the way back to midfield.
First game of the season, right?
Again against the Bulldogs.
Now at the 50-yard line, then The grounds crew here has done a fantastic job. I love the numbers on the field, not just your average, they're outline numbers. You got the BG logo at the 50-yard line.
It does look very good. Nice. It does look good.
For the Bulldogs.
Either they're watering this a lot as they go back to throw here. And it's batted down, but actually still caught by Green, and he's tackled for a loss. Coming through that time was Starks. Also there, was that Walker Chandler?
No, that was Marcus Starks and Bryson Brandenburger.
Okay.
Number 1, Marcus Starks with a big hit on the Bulldogs.
Clock running down to 6:40.
Was that a loss of yards?
Yes, it was. Loss of about 4. So it's 4th and 23. After the penalties and that loss, I'm surprised that they were able to connect on that pass. This is a good punt.
Yeah, quarterback got hit hard while he was throwing it. Yeah, real good punt.
It's going to be down at the 10-yard line. So Bowling Green has to cover a little more ground. 6:17 to go, opening quarter, 8-0. Bowling Green leads Louisiana on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Beach and Collier Funeral Homes and Bill Allen Auction Services.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
1st and 10 for the Bobcats. They've got 90 yards in front of them, and they go up the gut on 1st down, bouncing to the outside.
Come on, baby.
That's Bryant, and he is ahead of everyone. Does he have enough gas in the tank to make it? He does.
Unbelievable.
A 90-yard touchdown. Bowling Green has run 2 offensive plays and have 2 scores.
Unbelievable.
This Bobcat offense is in midseason form, but there is a flag all the way back at the 31. Blaine Bryant goes 90 yards, but I think this one's coming back.
So great play. They give the ball to Blaine on an off tackle to the top side of the field. He cuts it back after he breaks through the line, makes 2 guys miss, and then bounces to the near side of the field and then just flat out outruns everybody. So we got to see what this is. They wave the flag. It is a touchdown.
It's a touchdown for the Bobcats. The flag is picked up. So with 6:01 to go, it's 14-0. Bowling Green. 2 offensive plays, a 48-yard run by Starks, and now a 90-yard run by Sideshow himself, Blaine Bryant. Wow. The offense looks good.
Yes, they do look good. And in football, it's difficult to play a team that has 2 running backs like Marcus Starks and Blaine Bryant. And that's the 2 we're using. Pass.
Yep, they'll roll out, corner of the end zone, and it is good. To the far corner of the end zone, Bowling Green, Dalton.
15, Brandon Gam.
It's Brandon Gam for the 2-point conversion. And with 6:01 to go, 16-0. Bobcats lead Louisiana in the 2022 Mayor's Cup on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage on KJFM Radio this week brought to you by DG Firearms, Bud Jones Auto Towing and Recovery, La Crosse Lumber in Louisiana, and Hugh Brand Construction.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
16-0 Bobcats. They've had 2 offensive plays and have 2 touchdowns on the ground.
Yeah, 2 offensive plays for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a way to start a game for a team. And we talk about Brandon Gam in that receiver position. You saw where he was at here in this offensive position, kind of in that slot receiver position. He's quick. He's quick, and they just announced he had the longest run and
second
longest run for the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that goes to Sideshow for a great run. But
yeah.
Brandon's got such quick feet and good hands. He's going to be a huge advantage for short yards passes. And then he's so fast. You know, we saw last year he made a couple great cuts and big runs for touchdowns.
Yeah.
Number 1,
so a big one in Montgomery County.
16-0 Bowling Green.
Number 15, DeMarco Green for
Green back. It's Starks kicking this time, and he kicks it into the end zone. And a touchback will put Louisiana up to the 20-yard line.
I wonder what the change in the kicker is about. Well, it gave Easton a chance to run down there and maybe make a tackle, which I've seen him do many times.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 for Louisiana. They'd have just one timeout. Burned 2 on their last series.
Yep. 1 to prevent a penalty and then 1 to get a penalty.
Yeah. Take over 1st and 10 from the 20. Midway point of this first quarter. They're definitely winning the time of possession battle, but it hasn't translated into points. Pitch out to DeMarco Green on the far side, and he's wrapped up and brought down for a big loss.
It's like machine gunner.
And there's a Louisiana lineman down. Gunnar Bryant with the tackle, and we'll have an injury timeout here with 5:46 to go.
Was
Louisiana, Green on the carry. He's okay. It's a lineman that's down with 5:46 to go on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage this week brought to you by Meyer Implement Company, PJ Salon, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, or Kathy Gamm at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game. And game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
5:46 to go in the opening quarter. Bowling Green leading Louisiana 16-0. The injured Bulldog is number
Colton McCarty.
Yeah, 68 or 58 rather.
58.
Colton McCarty. He's a freshman. He's a big guy.
He's a big guy.
And it appeared to be a lower body injury. I won't speculate at this point, but he's still down on the field, has the helmet off, and he is not happy to be where he's at right now, punching the ground a couple of times.
Well, Bowling Green's trainer's out there with him. She does a good job.
From Pike County Memorial Hospital. And they'll help McCarty to his feet and off the field. And he is favoring that right leg. 5:46 to go here in the opening quarter. 16-0 Bowling Green. We'll try and update you on some scores from around the area as we go along here in this first half. They'll be slow to come in here as we're still in the first quarter, and it's been a long first quarter. We got Van Far at South Callaway tonight, Palmyra at Hallsville, Hannibal at home against Elias, Troy Buchanan at Wentzville Holt, Highland hosting Putnam County, Mark Twain's at Monroe City tonight. That's going to be an interesting matchup. The late coaching change for the Mark Twain Tigers.
Yeah.
As good luck to Austin Leak, but that definitely is going to be a huge change there late in the offseason. Montgomery County at home against Herman tonight. Mexico at home against Centralia. North Callaway at Westran, and Winfield with the Ellsbury kids are hosting Wright City. And the ball comes out, and it is a turnover.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the Bobcats.
Like Jackson Charlton on the recovery.
He raised his arms.
He had the ball
in the air.
I think he was pointing to the ref, telling the ref he had the ball. Hey, I got the ball, dude.
So Bowling Green has it on the turnover, and kind of taking advantage. Probably Louisiana, shoulders slumped a little bit after the injury to their freshman lineman. And Bowling Green takes the ball away. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. 3rd offensive play, and this might be the first one that doesn't go to the end zone, as it's down inside the 10 to about the 5. Starks on the carry.
Looks like they're going to give him a gain of about 8.
Donovan Richards on the stop. And it'll bring up 2nd down and short. Well, if you can't score on every play, what's the point in even coming out, right? I'm kidding. Kidding. And Marcus on the carry again, and he's got the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Number 1, Marcus Starks on the carry.
For the for Bobcats.
Whoa.
1st and goal from about, what, the 3?
Looks like about the 3, yes, sir.
See what Bowling Green does here. They've predominantly stayed on the ground with the exception of the 2-point conversion play. See if they try a fade to the corner of the end zone here.
Yeah.
Nope. It's Marcus again for 3 yards and a score. His 2nd touchdown of the night, 2nd of the season. And Bowling Green extends their lead here in the 1st quarter to 22-0. Last year it was a 56-0 win, and the Bobcats look well on their way to that. .425 to go here in the 1st quarter of this Week 1 contest for the Mayor's Cup. Looks like the Bobcats are going to go for 2 again. Roll out again. Puts it in the air, back of the end zone, and in. 2-point conversion is good.
Brother to brother.
Dylan to Drew Dalton for the 2-point conversion. So with 4:25 to play in the 1st, 24-0. Bowling Green leading Louisiana here in Week 1 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage on KJFM Radio this week brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
See me, Tim Jenkins, at 3404 Georgia Street for a free insurance review.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Tim Jenkins, Eolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
Kickoff
by Starks.
Yeah,
zero on the return for about 15 yards.
And then he was abruptly stopped.
Starks looked like he had him lined up, and another Bobcat stopped him, may have saved him from taking a big shot.
24-0, Bowling Green leading Louisiana. 4th offensive series for the Bulldogs. Turned it over last time on a fumble. And it's DeMarco again, and just not much there. That hole is closed up.
Yeah, you're still running it into an awful heavy center of a defense. And, Sideshow and Bryson in there to make good tackles. No gain.
That's what we'll call it. Maybe a loss of 6 inches or so. 3:50 to play here in the 1st quarter of this contest. 24-0 Bobcats. We'll be here again next week as the Bobcats welcome in Palmyra That was another shutout from last season. That was surprising. I mean, Palmyra was down, but it's still Palmyra. And that was up at Palmyra.
Harrison.
And nothing there again.
Yeah, good pressure from Harrison Hunt in that defensive end position to make a tackle for a loss of about 2. Who was our
keeper?
Who was our? Oh, it was a quarterback keeper.
So Harrison Hunt brings him down for a loss of 1, and it's 3rd and 11 with 3 minutes to go in the quarter.
And following that, it's 3rd down and 11 for the
So
Bulldogs.
realistically, the way Bowling Green's offense has been going, they could score 2 more times in this quarter.
Probably. Yeah, they could.
Pitch out to DeMarco on the far side, and he pushes him out after a gain of about 6. It's going to be 4th and 5, and we'll see if they go for it. You may as well.
I don't know. They had a good punt last time, Mark.
Yeah.
I think that I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I don't know that I'd want to give Bowling Green's offense the ball here again. I mean, I don't want to give up another 90-yard touchdown either, for that matter.
They will punt, or at least line up to punt. Felderworth is going to punt this time. High snap, yeah. High kick, not much on it as far as length, and it's going to bounce and be down at the Bobcat 30-yard line. With 2:34 to play here in the first quarter, Bowling Green gets the ball back, leading Louisiana 24-0 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Northeast Missouri Title Company, Sun Window Company, and Clint Bowen Construction.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
Keeper and a run out of bounds on first down after a gain of about 13 is Dylan Dalton. So it'll be a fresh set.
Yeah, Dylan with a good read, just that option read that he has where he picks the defensive end or the outside linebacker and whether or not to give it or keep it, and he keeps it himself, and we know how he runs the ball as a powerhouse, and good 13-yard gain for the guy.
All the way out to the Bobcat 44. Who's got it? They go to the far side with Starks. He spins out of one tackle, takes it into Louisiana territory across the 40 to about the 36, maybe 37-yard line. And another good run of 10-plus yards. Weber in on the stop.
14 yards, looks like.
As well as Brady Shepard for the Bulldogs.
It's a good athlete. I got to coach Brady for a while in youth football. He's a good kid.
Down to 2:17 to play. On the ground again. Busting through a tackle for a gain of about 4. And that was Blaine Bryant on the carry. They'll only give him 3, it looks like. So it'll be second down.
Last year they kind of ran Charlie as a fullback, and Blaine has kind of stepped in here. He doesn't run as much as a fullback as he does just another tailback. And, man, is it dangerous to have 2 good running backs like that.
Second down. Give us to Starks. Marcus rumbles forward. He's very close to the first down. Looks like he has it. Looks like he got about 8 yards. And they will give him the first down.
Just from that double tailback position, Dylan turns and gives in the ball, and he runs it just right up the gut. And it's hard to tell if Dylan's going to keep it or give it, so it's hard to decide who to tackle.
1st and 10. And, again, it's on the
Bounce
ground.
out. Good
he bounces out, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. Starks just walks in the final 8 yards or so, his 3rd of the night. And Bowling Green extends their lead to 30-0 with the extra point yet to come. Minute 18 to go in the first quarter.
And same thing, he just takes the ball in that off-tackle position. He gets one good hole, and then he makes the first guy that gets a chance at him, he makes miss and is gone. And like you said, walked in after 8 yards left.
And flags come out on the 2-point conversion attempt. I think someone moved early, so they'll march it back.
On the field.
What point do you bring in the place kicker?
I think I like to see Bowling Green doing this here in these 2-point conversions because this is something that they didn't do a lot last year, and it gives them some pass experience for when they need it later in the season.
Yeah.
You know, so I personally like to see the team doing it because it's something they need to do.
They'll have to go 5 yards more. Roll out. Dalton to the pylon and in for the 2-point conversion. They love rolling right. Dalton hits
Blaine
Bryant to make it 32-0. Bowling Green with 1:12 to go in the first quarter of this Week 1 contest. It's the Mayor's Cup 2022 right here on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage on KJFM Radio this week brought to you by Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique, Knight Equipment Company, and Reed Insurance Agency.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Kick goes deep as Bowling Green has extended their lead to 32-0. Here's DeMarco Green. He's wrapped up from behind and brought down, dumped on the far side. Chesky with the tackle, yeah.
He's fast, too. Had a good start from that kickoff and just straight to the ball and made a good tackle. He's not afraid to go hit kids. Jason's a good player.
DeMarco Green probably has 25 pounds on him, and he wrapped him up and tossed him down.
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot to have weight on Jace, though.
Yeah.
He's tall. He's just not a lot of – but he's a good athlete.
Yes, he is.
Good basketball player. Great, good high jumper.
Yeah, he came in last year and really was a difference maker right off the bat for the Bowling Green basketball team.
Oh, yeah, as a freshman.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, looking to bust that goose egg here before the end of the first quarter. And
Bulldogs start their drive at the 21-yard line.
they'll go with Green again.
Number 15,
and he backs into the line. And we'll back through for a gain of about 2. Bryant on the stop.
Yeah.
It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Louisiana has run 4 different running backs, but they like Green, it looks like, and he's got one big run for 14 yards, but
he had another one wiped off on a penalty.
Yeah, he did have a good one wiped off on a penalty. You're right.
And I think they're going to run this down inside 10 seconds. Make this the last play of the first quarter. Back to throw over to the far side, and Logan juggles it and makes the catch, it looked like.
Yep.
Short of the first down marker, and the clock will continue to run. He stayed in bounds. So that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Good one for the Bobcats. They put up 32 points. Starks with, 3 touchdowns? Had a 90-yard touchdown for Bryant, and boy, the offense is clicking. Actually, did they take a timeout? Or did they say he was out of bounds?
He went out of bounds.
Okay, so they stopped the clock with 5 seconds. They let another 8-9 seconds run off the clock before they stopped it. So this is the final play of the quarter, and not much going on there. They'll blow it dead after forward progress stopped. 32-0 after 1. Bowling Green leads the Louisiana Bulldogs in the Mayor's Cup 2022 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage on KJFM Radio this week brought to you by Ann Lane Boutique, Craig Bowen CPA, and Brown's Auto Body.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Well, Chris, could the first quarter have gone any more well for Bowling Green?
No, I don't think so. They're playing on no penalties. Of course, they've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 offensive plays for,
they scored on their first two.
Yeah, and they have to be close. They've got a 48, a 90, a 13. They have to be pretty close to 200 yards offensive plays in the first quarter.
And like you said, no offensive penalties. They had the one pass interference on the defensive side. But pretty clean first quarter for the Bobcats, and they lead the Bulldogs 32-0.
They're playing good ball currently, and their defense doesn't look terrible. Very, very dominant, very surrounding.
It is 4th and 8 to start the second quarter, so Bowling Green going to get the ball right back, it looks like.
207 yards offensively for Bowling Green in the first quarter.
Actually, they're going to go for it. 4th and 1, isn't it? Or
yeah. Pass,
and it's
way
overthrown. Even if there was contact there with Logan, which he made sure there was, it was way past him, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't think that was a
catchable ball.
Yeah, I don't think that was catchable.
So they do it one series later than I suggested, going for it on 4th down. But come up empty, and now Bowling Green has it 1st and 10 from the Bulldog 30.
And you know what? We're talking about Bowling Green. I don't think Louisiana looks terrible here.
No, not at all.
They're playing a very, very good football team right now.
You're defending conference champion.
Right, big pass to
Over
Marcus
to the far
by
side.
himself.
Yep, he's in. That's going to be a 30-yard touchdown pass. Dalton to Starks. And the first play of the second quarter, just like the first offensive play of the ball game for Bowling Green, a touchdown. And it's 38-0.
How many yards was that, Mark?
30 exactly. So that was their first pass from scrimmage, right?
Yes.
And now they will try and kick the extra point, which you need a place kicker. And the kick is up, and it is good. So Bowling Green is striking in every way possible. 39-0, 11:50 to go in the first half. The Bobcats lead the Bulldogs for the Mayor's Cup on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Viv Beach and Collier Funeral Homes and Bill Allen Auction Services.
Since 1939, Meyer Implement Company has been serving the local agricultural and business communities with quality sales and service. Meyer Implement has also taken great pride in supporting those communities and would like to wish the area sports teams the best of luck throughout their seasons. Be sure to stop by and visit the people who truly appreciate your business. Meyer Implement Company in Bowling Green.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
39-0. You get a score update there?
I heard Palmyra was losing to Hallsville, but I didn't hear the score. Hallsville was good last year, too.
Yes.
So that's not,
Yeah, we'll check scores as we get closer to the half.
That pass there on that last one from scrimmage, Dylan just drops back on a 3-step, 5-step drop, and Starks kind of runs a swing route from his tailback position and is wide open. Dylan put it in a good spot where Marcus could catch it and just keep on running.
Bowling Green cheerleaders better be in shape.
Yeah. Oh, ball.
Yep, that one gets through the deep man on the kickoff, and good shoulder put in.
Yeah, I tried.
By Donovan Richards.
Yeah, Drew Dalton on the tackle. Nope, Nate Mix. There you go, Nate.
Number 21, Nate Mix on
sophomore.
Yeah, his first tackle of the night. And 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
He's a good player. He's got some potential in that DB position. It's a good running back, too, but I don't think he likes being running back.
Well, Bowling Green will need one next year.
Yeah, well,
they've got
Blaine
a pretty good one this year.
Blaine will be here next year. Dane Dunn is kind of up-and-coming kid in that sophomore class.
On 1st down, they'll move the pile forward for a gain of about 3, it looks like.
Number 9 on the carry.
That's Brady Shepard. Bring up 2nd down.
There goes Shep.
Number 9, Brady Shepard on the carry for the Bulldogs.
30 seconds gone here in the 2nd quarter.
Number 73, Anderson Hunt on the tackle for the Bobcats.
On the tackle.
Anderson Hunt.
We're going to be calling a lot of different names probably in the second half of this ball game.
Assisted by number 34,
we'll meet a lot of
Aiden
players.
Brody.
There you go. Dude was out there, too. Good job, Anderson.
And it's Green again. And DeMarco rumbles forward for a gain of 1, maybe 2. Bring up 3rd down and about 5.
Brought down by number 34, Aiden Grody, and number 10, Blaine
Grody again
Bryant.
on the stop, as well as Blaine Bryant.
Dude checking out now.
It's 3rd down and 5. Let's make some
They
noise
weren't
for
trying to
Bobcat
steal an inch
defense.
from him. They got him listed at
Working hard out
6'4".
Yeah, he's tall. He thinks that makes him tough, though.
Ah, there you go. The lesson will be learned at some point.
Well, he's got a lot of uncles that keep him in shape.
To the near side,
Oh,
it's
nice
a pass,
catch.
and that is caught rolling. And a nice pickup there for Alex Zeroff.
Ethan Harrison's pass is complete.
That was a good throw.
And it will move the chains.
Alex Zira.
Out to the, was it about 8
21,
yards? 6 yards?
21-yard line, yeah.
Good for a 1st down.
Yeah, so Ethan Harrison got a good 3-step, 4-step, 5-step drop on that ball, lets it go. Zero didn't even know the ball was in the air. He gets his head snapped around and his hands at about the same time to catch that ball, and he caught it below his knees. But if he'd have thrown that ball any higher, he had a DB right in the way,
Yeah.
so it was a good throw.
It was where only his man could catch it, and a good play by
Option.
Alex. A high pitch to the far side, and Green will get no gain.
Number 15, DeMarco Green on the carry for the
And
Bulldogs.
Harrison did a good job pitching that ball because Machine Gunner and Stark and Marcus were both on him just as he let it go. So
there was a
5, Walker
hit on the quarterback, I think, as he was pitching the ball, and then DeMarco Green took a big shot going out of bounds.
yeah, well, that's what Walker Chandler does when he tackles people. He brings a lot of explosiveness with him at that safety position. Walker is not afraid to go hit somebody. He's pretty fun to watch play too.
Limping off after that play was Devin Rue. And he'll be looked at on the Bowling Green bench, but he did walk off under his own power. You don't want to see him get banged up in week 1.
High formation.
There was a lot of movement, little confusion there, and they're going to end up with a yard out of it. As Kenny McCormick
Number 32,
on the carry.
Kenny McCormick on the run for the Bulldogs.
Down to 8:45 to play. 39-0 Bowling Green leading the Louisiana Bulldogs here in week 1.
55, Harrison Hunt on
Harrison
the
Hunt
tackle.
also on the stop. 1 yard gain for McCormick. And a big 3rd down here for the Louisiana offense and movement. Again, it's always on 3rd down, too.
Yeah, which is the worst time that you could do it. But it also happens.
Yep. That'll set them back. It'll be 3rd and 14.
Play 3rd down.
Lucas Jennings is back in at that far defensive end position for Bowling Green, the top defensive end on the field.
Coach Sinclair didn't seem too worried about it.
Devin's tough.
Yeah.
He's tough. Pass again.
And gets away from one tackle, but not the next man, and a big sack.
Nope,
Harrison Hunt inside the 10-yard line. And now you're going to have to punt out of your own end zone.
Yeah, so Jackson Charlton, it looked like, got really good pressure but couldn't bring Harrison down. And then Harrison Hunt cleaned that sack up. So first sack of the season for Harrison. I'm surprised it took him 2 quarters.
Well, he didn't want to sack another Harrison.
Maybe. You just got to take what you got.
Yeah.
Brandon Gamm back for this punt again.
Middle of his own end zone. Siler Feldworth set to punt. You got to have a perfect snap. He gets the kick off. It's a pretty good one. Fielded to the near side.
Look at the speed.
Yeah. Jumps through a tackle.
Look at the
back
quickness.
to the far
Touchdown,
side.
Brandon Gamm.
And he's in for
No
the score.
flag.
Gamm on the return. A 50-yard return. And Bowling Green has done it all tonight. I guess they don't have a defensive score yet, but now they've got a special team score to make it 45-0. Gamm for 50 on the punt return. He had about a 6-yard cushion when he caught that ball.
How many yards was it? 46?
It was 40. I think 50 in there, in that region.
I'll give him 50 if that's what you're saying.
It was right around the 50-yard line. I guess they threw the hat or the white hanky about the 46, so we'll say that.
Okay.
Number 25,
we'll be fair.
Back to kick.
And a timeout taken ahead of the extra point by Bowling Green. 7:13 to go in the first half. Bowling Green up 45-0.
I think a big thing to talk about there with Brandon, we talked about how quick he is he gets this ball at the 45, starts coming to the near side, has to cut to the middle. The most impressive part is he gets stopped by a cut that he has to make, but his quickness to full speed is unbelievable. He was back to full speed in just a matter of 5-6 yards.
Yeah, he has a great spring to get that first step.
Yeah, yes.
That's it's pretty fun to watch and a pretty good weapon for the Bowling Green Bobcats here in 2022. 7:13 to go in the first half.
He's a good football player. He's also impressive with his speed on the basketball court.
Yeah.
Is unbelievable.
Yep, Hallsville leading Palmyra 12-8 at last check. Blair Oaks leading Maryville 14-0. Troy Buchanan leading Holt 7-0. Helias leading Hannibal 7-0. And the extra point is good. So Bowling Green extends it to 46-0 over Louisiana here in Week 1. The Mayor's Cup is right here on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage on KJFM Radio this week brought to you by DG Firearms, Bud Jones Auto Towing and Recovery, La Crosse Lumber in Louisiana, and Hugh Brand Construction.
Great hair doesn't happen by chance. It happens by an appointment with PJ Salon. Make your appointment today and look your absolute best. Gift certificates for your someone special are always available, and walk-ins are welcome at PJ Salon. You may have 99 problems, but your hair doesn't have to be one of them. PJ Salon in Louisiana.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
So Gamm for 46. They say that's one of the longest in the state. I think someone's up here fudging the numbers to get the crowd into it.
Yeah, we probably need to look at the numbers because is it a state? That's a state.
That's what they said. One of the longest. One of the longest. I guess
maybe like so far this year.
5 yards could be one of the longest, right? I think they're just drumming up these fans.
Maybe
over to the far side with the kickoff and trying to move it up the middle is Green, and he takes it out to the 30-yard line. And there is a penalty flag.
No, I think that's the tee.
Oh yeah, it is.
When he kicked it, it was like my golf tee. It just went.
He topped it.
Yeah.
7:08 to play in the first half. 46-0. Gonna be a fast second half.
Yeah, the clock runs now, right?
after halftime.
Oh, yeah, that's right. After halftime.
Last year it was 56-0. In fact, the combined score, Bowling Green's won the last 5. 245-82 in those 5 wins. Bowling Green Lady Cats softball started with an extra inning win down in the Troy Leadoff Classic. 1-0. So they'll play again tomorrow. Palmyra's back in Bowling Green's football district, huh?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was listening to his Class 2 aligning for playoffs.
Yeah, they announced all the class.
But it sounded like everybody
assignments.
It sounded like everybody we played last year.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So it surprises me. I guess because every team can adjust now this year, right? In your class, and you can make that adjustment annually.
Yeah, I think.
Which it used to be every 5 years.
Did I hear? I don't think MMA was in that group.
They were.
Oh, were they?
Yes, they were.
I missed them saying that. We'll talk about that at halftime as well.
Okay.
Because we're not going to have much time to talk about stuff in the back in the second half. Yeah, he takes it across the 50. DeMarco Green. Oh, excuse me, that's Shepard.
It's Brady Shep.
Brady Shepard.
Brady Shepard on the run for the Bulldogs. Brought down by number 15, Brandon
25-ish. Takes it into Bowling Green territory. Only the second time that the Bulldogs have been in Bobcat territory tonight.
Was a big run for Brady, too. And that ball, he got that ball in the guard tackle hole, and just there was nobody there to stop him, and he off and running pretty fast.
Bowling Green's had a couple of those breakdowns here in the first half, but it hasn't cost them yet. Late pitch out to the far side, and they'll gain a couple of yards. Out to the 45-yard line of the Bobcats. Actually, they'll move it in even a little bit more down to the 43 as Shepard takes it again. We're down to 6.5 minutes to play in the half.
Well, that was a triple option to the right here to the top side of the field. Louisiana's going right to left on your radio, and Harrison, the quarterback, fakes the ball up front to McCormick and then keeps it and then pitches it outside on the read on the outside man, and good pitch because he had a couple big Bobcats chasing him down.
They'll put out a receiver wide on each side here on 2nd and 6, and more flags come out, and they'll be going backwards.
Yeah, that worked for them to stop that play because Aiden Grody and Machine Gunner on that top side of the field crashed through pretty hard. And
be a 5-yard penalty. Nope, it's going to be against Bowling Green.
Well, they did call that against Bowling Green.
So it's going to be 2nd and 1.
Maybe that's why they were so far off the
Yeah.
ball. Maybe it was those two.
Pretty easy to figure out then, huh?
Yeah. I can put that together. My investigative skills.
So 2nd and 1 for the Bulldogs, all the way down inside the 40-yard line of the Bobcats. It's by far their best drive of the night. Up the middle and brought back. Brought down quickly. I think it's enough for the first down, though, for Shepard.
On the carry for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they're going to give him the first down.
Brought down by number 34, Aiden Grody.
Aiden Grody on the stop. But they needed a yard, got about a yard and a half.
Brady Shepard and Aiden played on the same youth football team for 5 years. So I wonder if they were giving each other any lip underneath there.
You would think.
I'm sure it wasn't pleasant. Hey, how are you today?
Yeah.
I'm fine, thank you. Good tackle, thank you.
Pitch out here on first down. Again, that's Shepard. He's met and dropped, but not until he gains about 3 yards.
Number 9, Brady Shepard on the carry.
So Shepard's come in, give him a nice look here.
Yeah, Brady's a good athlete. He played great football for us and youth football, and he played quarterback a little bit, I think, in junior high and moved to receiver and running back last year.
Brandenburger with the stop after a gain of 2 officially. Out to the 35-yard line. 4:44 to play, 46-0. The Bobcats lead the Bulldogs. Keep it on the ground. Bounces off a tackle, and he's going to get very close to first down yardage.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Bryson Brandenburger hit him in the backfield, but Brady kind of just bounced off of him and It is really close. Now it looks like they're going to call him a yard short or so.
3rd and 1. And you can't afford that false start here on 3rd and short.
No, you cannot. You need Bowling Green to get fired up here and close that middle of the field, the middle of the line again. They're giving up everything in the middle right now, and that needs to be shut back down. Or for that matter, Louisiana's doing a good job to create holes in the middle.
On 3rd and 1, they'll get it. Diving forward for the first down was number 32, Kenny McCormick. So a fresh set for Louisiana, and they're moving down to 3:47 to play.
I think Dude was in on that tackle. Just a good dive to get that extra yard he needed for the first down. Now's the time for Louisiana to pressure.
Yeah.
Just keep Oh, nice.
Halfback pass to the far side, and that is
broken up by Brandon. Was it Brandon?
Not sure the intended target over there was Jack Logan.
Number 32, Kenny McCormick.
Or Kenny McCormick with the pass. Pretty good pass from McCormick. It was a little behind Logan.
Up by number 11,
Drew Dalton.
Drew Dalton, yeah.
The big play.
And that
5'10" junior.
Was good on Drew to get to where he got. To stop that play, he got his head turned around and then got his hand up and just kind of stripped the ball out of the receiver's hands.
Yeah, it was a little bit behind, so those hands were out in front of Jack, and pretty easy to strip it out as they go back to the ground here on 2nd down, and not much there. They're going to gain 1. It's going to be 3rd and 9.
Who was our running back there?
Number 9, Brady Shepard.
Back to Brady.
3:05
to play.
68, Jackson Charlton.
Jackson Charlton on the stop.
34, Aiden Grody.
Aiden Grody also there.
After that play, it's 3rd down and 8.
Bowling Green had a knack for tightening up
Bobcat defense, man.
When it got important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last season. They seem to be doing that here on this drive. But they got to do it for 2 more plays because, here's a sack busting through. I think that was supposed to be a handoff, too.
Yeah, I think so.
It just came through so quick.
Number 12, Ethan Harrison.
Sacked by
Blaine Bryant.
Yeah.
Number 10, Blaine Bryant on the big sack.
That'll bring up 4th and a very long 15 yards.
Yeah, Sideshow just crashed from his linebacker position all the way through, and I don't know if it was supposed to be a handoff or if they were attempting a pass, but Harrison hadn't even gotten his head turned around, and Sideshow was all over him. So,
well, they'll be passing most likely here on 3rd and 15. Roll out.
A big roll out. Oh.
Harrison to the near side, and that was thrown out of bounds.
Number 12,
and it'll be a turnover on downs. 2nd time that the Bulldogs have turned it over on downs here in the first half. So Bowling Green will get it back with 1:54 to play. In quarter number 2, this might be the last series for the starters.
I don't know if Bowling Green does that this year, what I hope they do is they go deeper into the second half with their starters. Because when they need to give those starters that break, it needs to be later in the season, not early.
Yeah.
They did that last year where halftime they were up so high. They need to get a lot of reps in now so that later in the season, the small things don't hurt us. Give them the break later when they need it, not now.
Yeah.
That's, my opinion. I'm not football perfection by any means.
And Louisiana, I think, came across a little encroachment there by the defense, and it'll be 1st and 5 for the Bobcats. Well, early in the season, you want to get the reps in, but it's about sportsmanship if you're up this big.
It is. There's some truth to that. I don't disagree with you, but in a season like Bowling Green is having last year and this year, I'm not trying to say we're going to punish the other team, but they need to get those reps in early as much as they can and then take those rests late in season for when Bowling Green's playing bigger schools.
Well, and maybe you try something from the back of the playbook. Starks on the carry to the near side, and he's gone.
They're not catching him.
Nope. Another Marcus Starks touchdown. That's 4 tonight. Bowling Green in with 1:43 to go in the first half. Wow.
65 yards.
65 for number 1, Marcus Starks, his 4th TD here in the first half. Unbelievable, the career that that young man's putting together.
I've nothing to add to that.
We thought Michael was good.
Yes, he was good.
Yeah.
We didn't think he was good. Michael was good. And, he's got a younger brother, Matthew, who's moved, I think, since. But Matthew is good as well.
Yeah. Snap was low, and the kick is blocked. They're going to pick it up and down it. You can't return a kick in high school, right?
No,
a blocked kick.
No good as the kick
So the
is
kick,
blocked
it's
by
no
the
good,
Bulldogs.
and that just makes it an even 52-0. Bowling Green leading Louisiana. Minute 43 to go in the first half. Here in week 1, the Mayor's Cup, here on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage this week brought to you by Meyer Implement Company, PJ Salon, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic knows that getting the best care for your pet is a top priority. They strive to provide the greatest quality medical and surgical care for our furry companions. Their newly expanded and remodeled facility, with accommodations for comprehensive inpatient hospital care and complete outpatient care, allows the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic to keep your pet healthy and safe so the whole family can cheer on our area teams.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market, Louisiana, and Vandalia, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
So 52-0 after the 4th touchdown of the night by Marcus Starks. Extra point was blocked. And the kickoff goes deep. Backpedaling and fielding it around the 10-yard line. And, legs out from under him. I thought the ball was loose for a second.
Number 5,
Donovan Richards on the return, and that may have been a shoe or something I saw fly.
Well, it looked like somebody jumped on something. Maybe it was just a good block.
So Louisiana takes over with a minute 37 to go, and it's one of the harder hits you're going to see. Luckily, it was at the feet.
Yeah.
Looked harder than it was, maybe. 52-0
Scoring
Bobcats.
update from elsewhere in the Eastern Missouri Conference, Mark Twain currently losing to Clarence Cannon Conference.
Mark Twain is down to Monroe City, 22-0.
Ouch. They played good football last year, too.
They were the only ones on this half of the state, Mark Twain was, that gave Bowling Green.
They were the first contested game Bowling Green really played.
Shepard on the carry for the Bulldogs.
That was at Mark Twain.
And
And I think a lot of that had to do, that was a year removed from Austin being an assistant here at Bowling Green. So they knew pretty much the playbook.
Yeah, I think Coach Lee did, and he did a good job to implement some. I liked his offense when he was a junior high coach.
Mhm.
I know some people didn't. He did a really good job implementing that into Mark Twain, and they did look really good last year. But then again, Monroe City is not a walkover school.
No. There's
rollout.
A few Bowling Green teams that'll tell you exactly that. And just thrown down from behind.
Is that Sideshow? Yep, by Blaine Bryant.
Yep, Ethan Harrison on the rollout, and he's going to lose yardage. Back-to-back plays that Louisiana loses yardage.
It looks like he didn't. It looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage, but just barely. And Blaine's speed is unbelievable too. He's very fast. I've watched him at, some college combines running 40s, and he's quick. That kid's nothing but muscle. That's all he is. He don't got an ounce of fat on him at all.
Third down. Just 14 seconds to go in the half. This will probably be the last play of the first half. And it's an inside give, and nothing there, and that'll get us to all zeros for 2 quarters of play. It's the Bowling Green Bobcats, 52, and the Louisiana Bulldogs, nothing, as we head to halftime on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Sailor and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer. Lynn's Heritage House isn't your average senior living facility. At Lynn's, residents have an abundance of social and recreational activities, including trips to the Twin Pike Family YMCA, numerous craft projects, and even the occasional day trip around Pike County. As a resident, you can enjoy the same independent lifestyle you've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing that help is available when needed. For more information, visit Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana, or online at lynsheritage.com.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 573-324-3433 and let the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
2 quarters in the books. It's going to be a quick second half as Bowling Green leads Louisiana for the Mayor's Cup 52-0 through 2 quarters. As Chris works on those first half numbers for both the Bobcats and the Bulldogs. Take you around the area with some scores. It looks like Aeneas Williams scored for Hannibal, but they still trail Elias 21-14 with about 3 minutes to go in the half there. It is Monroe City now leading Mark Twain 36-0 with 5 minutes left in the first half of that ball game. Cape Point Central leading Carrollton 22-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the best band in all the land.
Looks like the rest of the scores are going to be a little slow coming in tonight. We'll try and get you an update on that Van Far game at South Callaway to open up this 2022 campaign. That's our only other close school, and you heard the Mark Twain score. So about 13 and a half minutes to go as the band comes out onto the field to perform their routine, and they had a couple of practices of it in band camp, and they practiced it a couple of times this week. But I'm excited to see what Mr. Beauvais and the band have come up with this year. Last year it was what was it? Pirates of the Caribbean theme. Olivia hasn't told me what this year is yet, so we're getting ready to see that. You've got everything totaled up. We'll take a break, come back with first half stats after this as Bowling Green leads Louisiana 52-0 on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Sailor and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
If it's time to ride or time to work, it's time to visit Hayden's Motorsports Center in Frankfort. Time to ride with Honda and Polaris ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Time to work with Steel and Husqvarna chainsaws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, and more. There isn't a friendlier or more knowledgeable staff than those at Hayden's. If you need help at work or at play, let Hayden's Motorsports Center be your one-stop shop for the most fun and hard-working power sports equipment in the area. They're always ready to help. Hayden's Motorsports Center, just off Highway 61 North in Frankfort.
Northeast Missouri Title Company is proud to serve Louisiana and the surrounding areas. They also believe, much like the area athletes, hard work and dedication are what lead to a winning team. Northeast Missouri Title Company wishes all area athletes the very best this season and hopes to see everyone out supporting their favorite teams with excitement and good sportsmanship. Northeast Missouri Title Company at 4th and Tennessee Streets in Louisiana.
You simply can't buy a better replacement window than one from Sun Window Company. Energy-efficient windows and doors with a lifetime warranty on both the window and installation. Sun Window Company, family-owned and operated since 1989, offers low factory direct prices on high-quality vinyl windows, custom designed to fit perfectly and built to last. See how much you can save. Call Sun Windows, 573-549-2080 for details and a free estimate. Sun Window Company, Highway 161 in Middletown.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
52-0, Bowling Green leading Louisiana after 2 quarters here in the Mayor's Cup 2022. Nice job by the Bowling Green band here at halftime. Not sure exactly what song they were playing, but or what the theme was, but it looked good, sounded good.
Our band has been really good for several years.
I'll let you talk them up since my kid's on the band, are in the band.
I'm not saying that. I know several kids on the band, but I don't remember band being as good as what it is now when I was in school. So our band director and our teachers have done a good job. The band does a good job. And I like their involvement in sports because typically they're down here in the football and they're letting it have it. And at basketball games, they're all over it too. So they do a good job.
All right. Let's look at some of these first half numbers.
Yeah, so for Bowling Green, they have 280 rushing yards. That is 174 yards for Marcus Starks on 8 carries. Sideshow has got 2 carries for 93 yards. That bumps his average quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then Dylan has got 1 carry for 13 yards. And Dylan Dalton is 4 for 4 for 39 yards passing. I don't have a lot of stats defensively, but probably what to note is, we've got 3 sacks, 2 of them for Blaine Bryant and 1 for Harrison Hunt. This Louisiana Bulldogs offense, Brady Shepard has 9 carries for 45 yards. Green has 10 carries for 23 yards. Kenny McCormick has 5 carries for 7 yards. And their quarterback, Ethan Harrison, has 2 carries for 0. He had 1 yard rushing and 1 yard for a 1 yard loss. He is 3 for 8. Their quarterback's 3 for 8 for 10 yards. And then notably for Louisiana, which is in the negative column, is they did lose 1 fumble deep in here. Well, not into Bowling Green territory, but turned the ball over.
Deep in their own territory.
Yeah, deep in their own territory. Turned the ball over to Bowling Green for a quick score for Bowling Green after that. The scoring recap was Bowling Green scored in the first quarter with 10:47 on a 48-yard run to Marcus Starks. The 2-point conversion was good for 8-0. They scored again in the first quarter with 6 minutes left. Blaine Bryant on a 90-yard run. The 2-point conversion was good, making it 16-0. They scored in the first quarter again with 4:25 left on a 3-yard run from Starks. 2-point conversion was good, 24-0. And their final score in the first quarter was a 26-yard run by Marcus Starks. 2-point conversion was good for 32-0. We jumped into the second quarter. Their first score was very early into the second quarter with 11:50 left. Marcus had a 30-yard pass. The extra point was good, making it 39-0. Then Brandon Gam scored on a punt return for 46 yards. The extra point was good for 46-0. And then our last score of the game so far was Marcus Starks on a 65-yard run, and that extra point conversion was blocked, leading us to our current score, 52-0.
Bowling Green leading this Mayor's Cup matchup over the Louisiana Bulldogs, 52-0 after 2. One other score to pass along, Clark County leading Scotland County 34-0. It looks like that one's at the half or close to it as well. Highland Putnam County tied at 14. That's a little bit behind our game, but a pretty good one up there at Highland High School, and one of the better facilities just out of nowhere a couple of years ago up there at Highland. And the football team has definitely made strides since they put in that turf and that amazing video board that they've got up there. 52-0, Bowling Green leading the Bulldogs. About 7 minutes to go before the teams come back on the field. About 10 minutes to go before we start the third quarter. It'll be running clock in the second half of this ball game. So we'll take a break, come back with more halftime after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage on KJFM Radio this week brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Hard work, dedication, and commitment to excellence are foundations of a successful sports program. The team at Clint Bowen Construction recognizes character and the mentality of local athletes as the pillars of our community. Best of luck to area sports teams this season from the team at Clint Bowen Construction in Bowling Green.
Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique. Hair, clothes, and home goods all in one spot. Gypsy Soul will dress you from head to toe. Trendy tops, sizes small to 3 extra large, can denim, Myra bags, fabulous shoe selection, accessories, and so much more, they don't have time to name them all. Put a little gypsy in your life with retail therapy hours, Wednesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays, 9 to noon. Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique, where you can find clothing that's good for your soul. Just off the square in Bowling Green.
Knight Equipment Company in Bowling Green specializes in wire rope, chains, nylon slings, and fittings. Knight Equipment also specializes in inspections, splicing, and electromagnetic testing in the field. All products are made to order. Visit Knight Equipment Company at 717 North 15th Street in Bowling Green, or give them a call at 800-735-3212. You can also visit them online at knightheq.com. That's www.knightheq.com. Knight Equipment Company in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Tim Jenkins, Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
52-0 Bowling Green leading Louisiana as we wait for the teams to come back on the field for the second half. Some more scores. South Shelby leading Milan 14-0. That one's nearing the end of the first half. Troy Buchanan, they've upped their lead over Holt to 21-6 with about 4:18 to go in the half. Listen to this one. Interesting. Stanberry. Talk about a wrong way to start your season. Their lights didn't work, so they had to postpone until tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah. Couldn't get them going, and that was just tweeted.
What is it, like a Christmas light? Like one bulb's out and they all don't work?
Apparently. Due to technical difficulties with the field lights, tonight's game has been postponed until tomorrow morning.
You know what we could do to solve that is like strap a glow stick on everybody and the ball, and just see what happens.
I'm thinking someone would lose their head.
Oh, yeah. You're right. That's probably not very safe.
Yeah. Here it's 52-0. Everything's working for Bowling Green, and I'm not saying that Louisiana has played bad because they've made some plays here and there.
Yeah.
I like the first half running, or the second quarter running by Brady Shepard. I thought that they've got something in DeMarco Green if they can open up those holes for him. They've stayed away from the air pretty much. Logan did a good job drawing a pass interference penalty.
Yeah.
It's just they made a couple of mistakes, got a couple of penalties, false starts on third downs that stalled some drives, or else they could have put something together. They had that knee injury. I don't think Colton McCarty has returned. They've been without Wyatt Harrison tonight. He wasn't dressed. Gavin Crabtree, another senior, not dressed. So with the as banged up as they are heading into week one, I thought they played fairly well, and the score doesn't show how well they played.
Yeah, so last time I said this, I got in trouble by Murley, but I'll say it again. I think I completely agree with you because it's not that Louisiana's playing bad football. They're just playing a very dominant football team right now. And so I think for the Bulldog fans out there, don't judge your team by this game because they have moved the ball against a very stout defense. I mean, Bowling Green was very, very strong last year offensively, but they were very strong defensively again too. And we kind of talked about this where earlier in the game, you made the comment that Bowling Green seems to tighten up when they need it. You know, they may give up 15, 20, 30 yards, and all of a sudden they're getting ready to give up a touchdown. Well, the defense kind of buckles down.
Yeah, I was reading the recap of this game from Week 6 last year, and the Bulldogs had it inside the 10, 15-yard line at one point, and couldn't score. Bowling Green tightened up.
And so I think with them being able to really reach down and grab whatever they got to get a hold of to stop it, they do that when it's very important in a team that's developing like the Bulldogs, because that hurts some morale. It hurts some, it hurts your momentum. But that's part of football. And, the luck of the draw this year was Bowling Green's first team canceled and then had some trouble, and then Louisiana's first game canceled. So they're like, hey, let's just move this game. And so I think if you're Louisiana, you're coming in here going, I don't know if we want to play the Bobcats this year, but that's how the schedule works. I'm with you. I've seen some things that I like. Brady Shepard has always been an athlete, a kid that I think very highly of, and I think that they've got something in him if he continues to play. Green looks very good running the ball. He's very quick. He can get outside. He's not afraid to take a shot or deliver a shot. And defensively, they're just trying to stop some really, really tough running backs.
Mm-hmm.
And then, again, we talked about Bobcats before we even started, and then we see his punt return and his ability in that special teams play. All of these plays are momentum killers, but that's just how football goes at times.
52-0, Bowling Green leading Louisiana for the Mayor's Cup, and it'll be a running clock in the second half. We'll take a break. The teams are back on the field warming up. Second half action after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Northeast Missouri Title Company, Sun Window Company, and Clint Bowen Construction.
Reed Insurance in Bowling Green is dedicated to providing the best service in finding insurance policies in senior health care, as well as individual and group health insurance that fit your budget. For the last 10 years, Marla Reed has been writing new insurance policies and resolving issues on policies of those insured. In addition to health insurance packages, Reed Insurance Agency also has experience writing crop, accident, auto, and commercial packages. Stop by and see Marla at Reed Insurance, 1500 Business, Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
Little injury update here before the second half of this ball game. Thank you, Mrs. Grody, for bringing some refreshing beverages back up to us for the second half. But looks like Devin Rue is done for the night. Hopefully that's just precautionary here as we are early in this season here for Bowling Green, because that's an important lineman here as we're getting ready for the second half of this ball game. Yeah, Rue, that would be a big blow if he's not available next week.
Yeah, that'll be yes, 100% offensively and defensively. One of the things that I don't want to take away from Devin Rue at all, because he's a great kid and he's a heck of a ball player. But one of the things that's very, very beneficial to this team that the Bobcats have is they have underclassmen that can step in and fill some of those positions. They've got depth. Yeah, they do have depth. But you're 100% right. I don't want to see Devin in any negative situation. I want to see that kid play every play that he gets, because, again, he's a heck of a competitor, and he's just a heck of a good person overall. Yeah. So, but yeah, hopefully that's he's got a boot on. Hopefully that's nothing serious, and next week he'll be out banging helmets with Palmyra.
Yeah. You have to think in the back of your head, if this game wasn't 52-0, if it were a 6-point game or something, he'd probably play the second half.
Yeah, and I don't know what's wrong with him, but you're probably right. Maybe that's something that's nothing, and the trainer says, "Hey, let's put a boot on it for now, because look, it's 52-0." And yeah, you're right. Maybe if this game is, I don't think Devin is a kid that's going to go, "Oh, my pinky toe, I need a break." That's not what I think about that kid at all.
Third quarter set to begin with Bowling Green set to receive the second half kickoff, up 52-0 over Louisiana as the teams take the field. Montgomery County is behind at home to Herman. 19-13. Well, and Mark Twain is on the board. They trail Monroe City 36-8. So that's that game moving along as well. This one starting the second half 52-0 Bobcats.
Dylan Dalton is down here, Mark, with his rib protector undone and is hanging onto his helmet. So the JV quarterback, Jace Eskew, was warming up with Harrison Hunt at center. So Dylan may be done for the night too, just at a 52-0 game where we don't need to get him hurt and give some of these JV underclassmen kids some reps.
So running clock here in the second half, and it looks like maybe some of the crowd has thinned out, especially on the far side. The student section's still strong.
What number is this Bobcat back here? Is that Brandon Gamm in the back? Looks like it.
Looks like it.
Marcus Starks and Blaine Bryant up at the second level there.
12, Ethan Harrison preparing to kick the
Ethan Harrison will kick things off.
To receive the kick is number 15.
This is his first crack at kicking tonight. We saw it a lot last year. And it's a squibber, and they'll just fall on it.
Drew Dalton, good
maybe,
job.
Maybe an onside attempt or something there.
Yeah, it looked like it, but they kicked it to one of our hands players, Drew Dalton, who did a really good job getting the ball and making sure it didn't go anywhere and just falling down.
So let's see what this JV Bowling Green offense can do, or a mix thereof.
It probably is a mix, but they're a pretty athletic group of kids as well. They went undefeated last year as well. And they give up a few touchdowns, but not a lot.
That goose egg is important, though.
It can be.
If you go into a second half, running clock, you want to preserve that zero for your first team.
That's true. There's some truth to that.
Running on first down and still moving the pile. Looks like they're going to be very close to a first down. Who'd they say? Dane Dunn on the run.
Dane Dunn is also a pretty good athlete, upcoming underclassman. He's a sophomore.
Brady Shepard on the tackle, and they'll give him 10 yards.
They're going to give it a first down.
Good for a Bowling Green Bobcat.
So the first time we've called Dunn's name tonight.
I think that's a name you'll hear in the future quite a bit, especially defensively. He's got a knack to find the ball.
Looked like a little confusion that time in this offense, but they'll still fall forward for a gain of about 2.
Who was the back, the runner?
Was that Brandenburger? Yeah, Bryson.
Brandenburger on the carry for the Bobcats.
As he was in at fullback that time. So it'll be 2nd and 8. Clock running down under 11 minutes. 39-yard line of the Bulldogs. Scooched it forward. It's almost the 2nd and 8.
Ball's on the ground.
Picked back up by the quarterback, and he's going to run it for a first down and then some. Askew with a gain of about 16.
And that run is good for a Bowling Green Bobcat.
That'll move the chains with 10:20 to go.
So that's a broken play, a bad snap between the quarterback and the center. The ball hit the ground, but Jace is a, as we've already talked about, a good athlete. He picks that ball up and just finds the first hole he can take and gains 16 yards.
All the way down to the 25-yard line of the Bulldogs. Askew gets the play from the near sideline. 6'2" sophomore, Jace Askew. On 1st and 10. Flags out.
Number 42, Bryson
Play
Brandenburger on the carry.
Blown dead.
False start.
Yep.
Penalty against the Bobcats.
Would have gone to Brandenburger, the 5'9" junior, but the play never happened. 9:48 to play. They stopped the clock. There it goes. So on the penalty, it'll be 1st and 15 from the Bulldog 30 for Bowling Green. 9.5 to play. Week 1 for the players, week 1 for us. Good fake, but
Yeah, that's too bad because Jace Eskew with a good fake. He's got 3 Bulldogs chasing him. You don't even have the ball. Bryson had the ball.
But he couldn't get around that corner.
Like a loss of 4 maybe.
Yeah, they had already lost on the penalty, so no gain on the play.
Okay, 0.
And that'll bring up 2nd and 15. Under 9 to play here in the 3rd quarter.
Pass.
Rollout. Puts it in the air. Caught. One-handed catch. Good spin. And brought down at about the 25-yard line. Askew complete to Dane Dunn. So he's had 2 big plays on this drive. Still bring up 3rd down.
Gain of what?
5. So 3rd and 10.
A 3rd down and 10 for the Bobcat offense.
So a lot going on that play, but they only net 5 yards. Big 3rd down, inside handoff. Actually, the ball's out. And will Bowling Green recover? I think they did. But they're going to lose yardage and bring up 4th down.
Fumble on the play.
Recovered by Tanner McGaw.
Good job, Tanner. Let's go back to this rollout.
Fumble recovered by number 80, Isaac Oberhaus.
Oh, they're going to say 80 on the other side?
No, it's ours.
Okay.
Isaac's a Bobcat.
Gotcha. There's 2 80s listed on their roster. That's
why. Are there?
Yeah.
Yep, sure are. That's how you get an edge. You got to cheat. No, it's not cheating.
And a timeout going to be taken by Bowling Green. Were they lined up for a field goal?
They were. Marcus went through with his steps and said it was good, so I think he thinks he could have made it.
So a timeout taken, first of the 2nd half for Bowling Green. 52-0, they lead. 4th and 10 when we come back on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage on KJFM Radio this week brought to you by Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique, Knight Equipment Company, and Reed Insurance Agency.
Ladies, if you're like me, you get tired of going out of town just because you want or need something new to wear. That's why I opened Ann Lane Boutique, just off the square in Bowling Green. I'm Stephanie Klott, and I had you in mind when I opened this store. I wanted you to have a local option, and I hope you'll stop in and see all the clothing styles and sizes we have to offer. To see our new arrivals and various selections, please check out our Facebook page. That's Ann Lane Boutique on Church Street, just off the square in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
So Marcus Starks is lined up for the field goal. It amounts to about a 46-yard attempt.
Number 8, Jace Eskew on the hold.
Eskew on the hold. I think they're going to fake it.
I don't look like a fake to me.
Nope. He kicks it, and it's short by about 10 yards and
wide left.
About 15 yards wide left.
Just a bit outside.
Hey, he's loving it, though.
He tried.
He's high-fiving on his way back to the Bowling Green sideline. So change of possession from that spot. 52-0, Bowling Green leads.
Coach Sinclair didn't look very happy, so I don't know if that was what they called or what. But
oops.
Yeah. It's 52-0, Coach. We're okay. You're okay.
So it'll be spotted at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 7:21 to play here in quarter number 3. And they'll run it out up the middle and get about 6 yards out to about the 36. Bring up 2nd down.
Number 32,
Kenny McCormick on the run.
Brought down by number 80, Tanner McGaw.
See, they've now called both number 80s.
Well, they're both about the same height, so there's no way to tell which one's which.
We'll figure that out for week 2. How about that?
Well, we ought to. His dad's right down there. We could ask him.
Spinning off a tackle.
Ball's down.
And, it came out for a second. Logan's saying he was down before it came out.
It was Dude and Lucas Jennings.
Bowling Green came out with the ball, but they're going to say he was down. Or no, they're going to say it's Bowling Green ball. Nope.
Yeah.
The offense coming back off.
Yeah.
Oops.
That dude made a pretty good play there. Lucas Jennings was in on that tackle, and our offense is running in, and I think some players are calling for the defense to come back out.
Yeah, it's Louisiana ball, 3rd and about 4.
False start. There we go.
So it'll be 3rd and 9.
Of course, a couple Bobcats jumped as well, but they do get the chance to get back unless they're too far gone.
The clock down now to 5:45 running. No, they're going to say it's against the Bobcats, so it's a first down.
The Bulldog that moved was this tight end.
Yeah.
And this ref threw the flag, but they called it on Bowling Green. There were some Bobcats that jumped.
Yeah. So this will get us down under 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. First possession of the second half for Louisiana. Bobcat D looking for a stop and no gain on first down. After the penalty gave him the first.
Number 9, Brady Shepard.
Brady Shepard.
For the Bulldogs.
His first carry of the second half.
Number 34, Aiden Grody.
Aiden Grody on the stop. They do end up giving him about a half yard.
It's Seth Reed.
Seth Reed, 71.
And Seth Reed on the tackle for the Bulldogs, or for the Bobcats.
Down under 5 minutes to go in the quarter. Still 52-0 Bowling Green. Got to keep saying the score. Quarterback, keep it. Up the gut for about 7. Short of the 50-yard line.
Number 32, Kenny McCormick.
McCormick ran it again, sorry. Going to be about 2 yards short. It's at the Louisiana 49. The first down is at the Bobcat 49.
And that play brings up a 3rd down and 3. Let's make some noise for that Bobcat defense, fans.
So 3rd and 2. And they'll dive forward, and it's going to be very close. It looks like they got the first down. With 3:54 to play, and they will move the chains.
Who was the running back there, Mark?
Number 12, Ethan Harrison on
quarterback
the
keeper.
For the Bulldogs.
And timeout called after that conversion. With 3:53 to go, 52-0 Bowling Green, Louisiana across midfield when we come back on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage on KJFM Radio this week brought to you by Ann Lane Boutique, Craig Bowen CPA, and Brown's Auto Body.
Craig Bowen CPA encourages everyone to get out and support their favorite high school sports teams this season. As a proud sponsor of all the area athletes, Craig Bowen CPA hopes to see you filling the stands to show your support. Showing the area athletes they always have your support is what's key. Craig Bowen CPA on the square in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Never really signaled if that was an official timeout or one of the two teams took that timeout. Kind of an odd spot here in a running clock 3rd quarter, but it'll be a fresh set after Louisiana got the 2-yard dive from Ethan Harrison.
Offsides.
And they'll run it to the far side. That's Shepard again. He turns the corner, gets about 6.
Number 9.
Yeah, Brady Shepard.
Brady Shepard on the run.
We haven't had much come to the Bowling Green sideline tonight, have we?
We haven't, not on either team. It seems like they like that top side of the field for whatever reason.
Gain of about 7 for Brady. And we're down to 3.5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that running clock really makes a quarter go by.
Uh-huh. 2nd down. Quarterback keeps it himself. Trying to pitch out. He got it to his man. That was very close to being a forward pass after the line of scrimmage.
Number 9, Brady
Shepard.
Carry for the Bulldogs.
He was definitely across the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by number 25.
Was it a lateral, though?
I guess they had to say it. I mean, he was next to him.
What are they giving him, 12 yards?
Yeah, and a fresh set. Inside the Bowling Green 30. I'll have to go back and watch that one.
Yeah.
On our video feed.
I don't think we've got replay in high school, though, do we?
No, definitely can't challenge. Ooh! Stuck at the
and picks him up.
Point of contact. Shepard is just picked up and put down
by Tucker Watson
at the 30, and it'll be second down. Tucker Watson, that was a big hit.
Tucker's a junior, I think.
Loss of a yard on the play.
5'10", and he is solid.
Brady not the biggest back in the conference.
No.
Roll out for Harrison. Puts it in the air, caught on the far side, and dropped at about the 25-yard line, short of the first down, but it'll just bring up third and about 4. Didn't see who caught the ball on the far side. Kenny McCormick in, yeah.
Good play. They've got a good rollout pass. And like, again, we talk about Jace being an athlete. He's just not afraid to go make a tackle. But Harrison gets out and gets deep away from the line of scrimmage, which is a quarterback what you want to do, and then finds McCormick wide open in the middle of the field, and then Jace finds him and makes the tackle.
Is that DeMarco Green limping on the far sideline there in front of the Louisiana bench? Because we haven't seen him in the second half. Late. And he slipped down and got. If he doesn't slip down, that's an even worse hit.
You're right. Yeah.
Bring up fourth down.
Jared Wilkinson, is that what they said?
Wilkinson, yeah, I believe that's his first carry tonight.
What number is he? 22.
I'm wondering if DeMarco has been hobbled.
Was that game of about 7?
After the tackle, it's 4th down and 4. Let's make some noise for that Bobcat defense, fans.
It was a couple. They had gotten it to, it was 3rd and 6. So they got about 3 on that play. Got about half of it. And now a timeout taken by the Bulldogs. That's their first here in the second half, as they try and come up with a strategy here to convert this 4th down with 23 seconds to go in the third quarter. Louisiana trailing Bowling Green 52-0 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Beach and Collier Funeral Homes and Bill Allen Auction Services.
Brown's Auto Body on Highway 54 in Louisiana is here for all your auto body needs. They work with all insurance companies and are happy to help you navigate through the process. Brown's Auto Body is also a proud supporter of area athletes, wishing them all the best of luck throughout the season. Call or stop by Brown's Auto Body, just off Highway 54 in Louisiana.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
4th and 4 for the Bulldogs. They've been going with a steady diet of Shepard and McCormick.
Brady Shepard and Mr. McCormick, that's right.
A couple of keepers in there as well, as we have not seen DeMarco Green run the ball here in the second half. On 4th down, they're going to the air, and it's tipped. It was tipped at the line and falls short. 3rd turnover on downs forced by the Bowling Green defense tonight. And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter with the Bobcats up 52-0 here in this Mayor's Cup matchup to start this 2022 season. It's fun if you're a Bowling Green fan. They lead it big on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage on KJFM Radio this week brought to you by DG Firearms, Bud Jones Auto Towing and Recovery, La Crosse Lumber in Louisiana, and Hugh Brand Construction.
I'm Ryan Bibb with Bibb Beach Funeral Homes and Crematory in Bowling Green and Silex, and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana. Over the years, we've prided ourselves with making sure we are meeting the needs of the families we serve. We offer our unique life celebration services, a personalized funeral experience designed to honor your loved one. Now, we're offering an in-house crematory service. This ensures your loved one never leaves our care. When the time comes to honor your loved one, we hope you'll allow us the privilege of serving you. Call your funeral homes and Bibb Beach Funeral Homes and Crematory.
Bill Allen Auction Service salutes area athletes and fans that are responsible for fueling a sense of teamwork and community spirit. The impact of athletics extends far beyond the field. Thank you to all involved from Bill Allen Auction Service.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Start of the fourth quarter here from Bowling Green High School. Mark Ruddick, Chris Groney. Quarter left to go with the running clock, and Bowling Green has the ball back up 52-0 after that stop by the second-string defense. They tighten up too, don't they?
They do tighten up. Yeah, they looks like they were a little loose, but I think some of those guys get a little intimidated going out there against varsity players.
Mm-hmm.
Most of those JV kids I've know personally or have coached, and for some reason they just go out against the big kids and they get nervous. But I think once they realize they're playing football, they let that go and tighten up pretty hard. As a coach.
So Bowling Green gets the ball back and all sorts of movement, it looked like, but no flags.
What are we doing? Did they?
Yeah, there was a lot of movement there. Jace Eskew on the carry, and he'll get.
It looked like the center and the quarterback and maybe two linemen were on the same page, because the only people were moving were the 11 defensive Bulldogs and Jace Eskew.
Well, he got 6 yards out of it.
Well, that's a good point, I guess. Well, that is
so a well-designed play.
Yeah.
30 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter, and the Bobcats up by 52. Hang it off near side.
Dane Dunn,
good stiff arm. Yeah.
Oh, they're going to call a flag on it.
Did it get up into the face mask?
It was in the face mask.
Dane Dunn on the carry for the Bobcats.
I'm not even going to write it down because they're going to flag him.
They'll talk.
But you can hit the face mask as long as you don't grab it.
Yeah. I thought that was a good good stiff arm, and I don't think they're going to call a penalty here. Yep. Yeah, they are.
They're calling it.
So he must have tugged. It didn't look like it from our angle.
It looked like a good stiff arm to me as well, but he threw it right at that stiff arm.
So it was 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so it's going to be second. Well, they took it back to the previous line of scrimmage.
I don't know what they're doing.
So it had to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, right?
Oh, I think Coach just got a flag. I think Coach got a flag.
And now some of the Bowling Green players are trying to get the crowd revved up a little bit behind them. So they'll march it off 5 yards again on sportsmanlike conduct on the Bowling Green sideline.
Well, I don't know who they called it on, but Coach looked like he was
got
giving
10 yards. Yeah.
It looked like Coach was giving somebody a chew, and the flag came flying in high.
Yeah, 15 yards.
Yeah.
Week one for me, too. Down to 9:35 to play. That just, the clock was running that whole time, so that really.
Oh, ball.
That favors Bowling Green, and they'll pick it up, and Louisiana's in for the score. On the fumble recovery on the far side, Louisiana's scored, broken that goose egg on the defensive side. Kenny McCormick with the touchdown, and it's 52-6.
So Jace Eskew rolled out and kind of tried to jump throw the ball and got hit and lost it. I think Coach could go out and argue that was a forward pass because his arm was moving, but they ruled it a fumble, and McCormick picked it up and ran it in.
We'll give Kenny that one.
Sure.
Good pursuit. Had the nose for the ball and took it into the end zone.
They last scored in 2015.
Again, they're trying to get the crowd revved up. last year was the first year since 2015 that they played for the Mayor's Cup. They announced it. It's the first time that Louisiana scored.
Yeah,
since
so that's not very fair to say that since there's only.
It was only one game. Ball tipped on the 2-point attempt, and it's going to be run back now. Can't run it back, just like the blocked kick earlier. So no good on the 2-point attempt. 52-6. Bowling Green leads after the touchdown by Louisiana's Kenny McCormick here in the fourth. We've got 8:49 to play on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage this week brought to you by Meyer Implement Company, PJ Salon, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
DG Firearms, the new gun store in Bowling Green, has what you're looking for. Parts and accessories for pistols, rifles, and shotguns. Plus, DG Firearms can custom build ARs to your specifications. Stop by and take a look at their reloading equipment and suppressors. Veteran-owned and family-operated. DG Firearms, 115 Business Highway 61 North in Bowling Green, or online at dgfirearmsllc.com.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Kenny McCormick, the first Louisiana touchdown of 2022, comes in the fourth quarter. Makes it 52-6, Bowling Green. 2-point attempt was intercepted.
Yeah, the JV guys here need to get a little more confidence in their playability. They're a good group of kids, but they just seem to choke up a little bit. And like you said, McCormick did a good job to find that ball and pick it up and rumble in for the score.
So Ethan Harrison will kick off.
We should be looking for a short kick here.
Yeah, they just put the ball on its side.
It's standing, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's like, the stripes are going up.
Yep.
Oh, nice catch.
Yeah, he went way high for that one on the far side.
Was Nate Mix.
Yeah. So Mix,
good catch.
with the return.
Yeah,
call it directly to him. I'd say he went up and got it.
Yeah, that's some confidence. Go get the ball, kid. Way to go.
8:35 to play.
He kicked that ball hard.
Yeah. Sure why the clock was even stopped there after that ball was kicked. So Bowling Green takes it at the 45-yard line, their own 45. They'd like to grind about 5 minutes off this clock.
Yeah. Quick snap. Dane Dunn with the ball. Good spin.
Up the middle
outside,
with it,
up top of the field.
He's not going to get 5 minutes off the clock. He's going to go in for the score.
Yeah, let him have it.
55-yard touchdown.
Let him have it.
For Dunn. There you go. He gets his first varsity score and extends the lead to 58-6. So Bowling Green answers the Louisiana touchdown here in the fourth.
That's a good play. Dane got that ball to the near side of the field here on the quarterback option. You know, Jace gave that ball up quick to Dane. Dane took it here to the near side of the field, gets to the linebacker level, and then just cuts up to the top of the field. And then it was just him off to the races. Nobody could catch him.
There's an injured Bulldog on the far side. I think it's a cramp. It was awfully warm at game time tonight.
Palmyra will be visiting Bowling Green.
So Bowling Green against Palmyra next week. Be about a 6:40 pregame here on KJFM. KJFMradio.com. I think it was it Logan that cramped up over there on the far side?
I never could see who it was. He's laying down right here. The trainer's with him now. Looks like she's stretching his leg, so I would assume you're right. It probably is a cramp.
That new road has confused me, by the way, all night long. I'm like, where are these guys driving? And Bowling Green will be in for the 2-point conversion. Done again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point to make it 60-6 here in the fourth. 8:05 to play. Bowling Green running away with the Mayor's Cup here in 2022 on Eagle 102.
your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
Fourth quarter, 5:27 to play, 60-6 Bowling Green. Louisiana with the ball. They fumbled but recovered themselves after Dunn scored for Bowling Green and got the two-point conversion. Now flags are out. What are the flags?
The flag is holding. The last play for Louisiana, Harrison, their quarterback, rolled out here to the near side of the field and was tackled for a loss by Dane Dunn, and they had holding back there. I think Bowling Green has declined it.
They have.
Fourth down.
And it will be fourth.
Stat sheet works
15.
when you use it.
Yeah. We're doing pretty good in that regard for week one.
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, we just had the computer explode, but the game was 60-6. We got that back up and running.
Yeah, at least it wasn't a nail biter with the technical difficulties.
So Bowling Green,
I don't know what we're doing.
They're going to run the clock all the way down, I think, and take a timeout.
No, you're probably right.
Yeah, all the way down to 1 on the play clock, and
then kick the ball.
Take the timeout with 4:18 to play. 60-6. Bowling Green leads Louisiana. Bulldogs are going to punt when we come back on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage on KJFM Radio this week brought to you by Ann Lane Boutique, Craig Bowen CPA, and Brown's Auto Body.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by High County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
So 4th and 17 for Louisiana after the timeout. 4:18 to play, 60-6. Only 2 scores here in the second half, and they both come in the last 10 minutes of actual time, with McCormick falling on a fumble.
Picking up a fumble.
Yeah. For Louisiana's first score. High snap. They get the kick away.
Good.
It is a good kick, and it's going to be
catch
down at the 44-yard line, 43, by Louisiana. Bowling Green's only been able to field 1 punt tonight, catch it in the air, and they ran it back. Everything else has been down by the Bulldogs.
Well, one was a real good wind the clock. One was a real good kick that was playable. Everything else has been away from Bowling Green's return man or a little short.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The one they did, and they're still trying to get them to wind the clock.
They want you to wind the clock.
Yeah, there was an injured player in the backfield.
Apparently the refs are ready to go.
Yeah, they are. Let's get this over with, and they will wind it down under 4 minutes. It's a 54-point game. And Bowling Green has it back across their own 40 to about the 43 after that Bulldog punt. Far side, breaking tackles. Yeah, it looked like a face mask or something. Spun the head around. On the far side is there.
Looked like Easton Orff running the ball, but I couldn't tell. It looked like his head came around.
3:17 to play. No flags come out. And again, I think they want this game over.
How many yards was that? About 7?
I'll give them 8.
Okay. I'll do that.
And there's 3 minutes left. Bobcats would love to run this clock out with the ball. Take their week 1 win. And it's up the gut. And it was Easton Orff again. Back-to-back carries for Orff, so I guess he's okay after. Sylvie gets a tackle for the Bulldogs. And a first down run for Easton Orff. And we're down to 2:25, and that, I think, that first down will let them run out the clock.
Yeah, 2:19 left. What do we got? What is it, 45 seconds or 35? Might be 25.
I think it's 30.
Gosh, I was off on all my guesses.
You split the difference.
You're splitting the difference,
yeah.
Or I should have. Dane Dunn.
Dunn on the far side, and he's not done yet. He's still going and all the way in for the score.
Oh, he might. There we go.
There it is. Touchdown Bowling Green to make it 66-6. That's the second TD here in the fourth quarter for Dane Dunn.
48 yards.
Wow.
So, I mean, Dane's over 100 yards.
Yes, he is. He's accounted for 14 points so far. All 14 points in the second half. And we'll see if they give him the ball again for the 2-point conversion. Well, so much for running out the clock, huh?
Right.
66-6. Well, if you want to have that fifth quarter, you got to put some points in here. That's too many sixes on the board.
Looks like he's in. There it is.
And he will get it. 68-6. That looks a lot better. Minute 53 to go here in the fourth quarter, week 1. Easton Orff on the conversion. Back to wrap this regular season matchup up when we come back on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Beach and Collier Funeral Homes and Bill Allen Auction Services.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Casey Sutton, certified athletic trainer with Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
68-6. Bowling Green leads Louisiana. Minute 53 to go in this contest. Dunn with 2 second-half touchdowns. Orff ended that last one with the 2-point conversion, and the legs cut out from under Jamal Blackwell as he takes that kick.
It's also a sophomore, or he'd be a freshman, I think, but he played on our youth football team he's a sophomore, played on our youth football team a couple years.
Minute and a half to play here in week 1. As the headsets have gone back in the box on the Bowling Green sideline, they're picking up the empty water bottles, and all that's left is the final horn.
I think I'm putting my stat sheets away since we're packing everything else up. I feel like I should be able to.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Start making those totals.
I think I've already got them. I'll do it.
Minute 5 left in this contest. And there's a run up the gut. Again, that's Jared Wilkinson.
Jared Wilson on the carry for the Bulldogs.
He gets about 4 yards. Jace Eskew on the tackle. And we're down to 45 seconds to go. And you're right, it was 35 seconds, I think, the play clock. They'll have to run one more.
Gary Hamilton at Frankfurt Farm Supply says they want to sponsor some sports events, so you guys need to call them.
We can do that.
Okay.
We'll take care of that. I'm not going to take care of it.
Somebody will.
I haven't talked to Gary in a while. I might take care of that one. Tackled for a loss.
Number 22, Jared
is Wilkinson that time, and that'll do it. Down to 8 seconds to go in this game. And the Bowling Green Bobcats pick up where they left off last season in the win column. 68-6 our final, and they will keep the Mayor's Cup.
68, Bulldogs 6.
And the streak, I believe, is at 6. They'll shake hands at midfield. We'll come back with the postgame for you after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, Infant through Adult Immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
Bowling Green over Louisiana tonight, 68-6. Big night for Marcus Starks. Big fourth quarter there for Dane Dunn. A whole lot of Bowling Green in between as they win this.
Last time the Bulldogs won the Mayor's Cup game was in 2005.
2005 was the last time that Louisiana had the Mayor's Cup, and I was around for that one, around the area for that one.
Me too.
Of course you were.
Thank you. I am a Grody, I guess.
Yeah, 68-6 our final, and they're getting ready to award well, actually, I don't know if they're going to do a presentation on the trophy here tonight or not, the Mayor's Cup. Actually, they're going to send the guys back to midfield, I believe, or over to the near sideline.
We're all coming down here to pick up the bell.
Yeah, there's no one. It's the trophy here. That's the official trophy for this ball game. The longest serving traveling trophy in the region, and they hold it high. The Mayor's Cup being awarded here tonight to the Bowling Green Bobcats as their streak continues. Now up to what? Does that make 17 years? If the last time they had it was in 2005, Louisiana, then 16 or 17 seasons. They haven't played every season. I mean, there was a long hiatus in this rivalry as they really, when the EMO got so many teams that they had a small and big school. You remember all that?
Yeah.
There just wasn't room on the schedule for Louisiana when they played in the Clarence Cannon Conference. But since they've come into the EMO a couple of years ago, Bowling Green has dominated so far. 68-6 our final. We'll take a break, come back with those final scoring numbers for you after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage on KJFM Radio this week brought to you by DG Firearms, Bud Jones Auto Towing and Recovery, La Crosse Lumber in Louisiana, and Hugh Brand Construction.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Bowie General Services of Farber is ready to help you with all your lawn and landscaping needs. Or maybe you are needing firewood. They offer that as well. Bowie General Services is your reliable contractor in Audrain, Pike, and the surrounding counties.
Hi, this is Dalton Bowie. Give us a call today for a free quote on your next project or to schedule lawn maintenance. 573-470-5354 or visit our Facebook page, Bowie General Services.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
68-6, our final as Bowling Green defeats Louisiana and retains the Mayor's Cup here in 2022. And before we get those final scoring numbers, I'll check some scores from around the area. Well, there's just not a lot of updates since the last time we checked because our second half was so quick. Jeff City leading Osage 14-6 at halftime. Highland leading Putnam County 22-21 at the half. So that one is a nail biter up there. Palmyra's down 36-14 last time we checked was the half there. Clark County up on Scotland County at the half 48-0. West Hancock down to South Fulton 30-6. Whole lot of Elias was up on Hannibal by a touchdown for 21-14. That was a halftime score, so that they're beyond that one by now as well. Just not a whole lot of scores trickling in. South Callaway was up, I believe, what was it, 36-16 or something like that on Van Far.
I didn't hear what it was.
In the second half, up by a couple of scores, but 16 first half points. That's not bad for a Van Far team that was held winless last season.
Right. Yeah, not bad at all.
I'm getting excited to go see that new field.
Yeah, me too.
That they have over there.
I've only seen it from
pictures the aerials
from the social media, but it looks beautiful.
Well, what's big on that, I think, for me, is there's no team staring directly into the sun in the first half anymore.
Yeah.
It now runs north-south.
Well, you and I have both done Mark Twain, and that's the field is fantastic, but a pretty horrible place to sit when the sun's going down.
Yeah, that one runs north-south as well, but
yeah.
I mean, they've got the press box staring directly into the sun.
Yeah, it's fantastic as the sun gets behind their storm shelter, but until that occurs, it's a pretty rough place to sit.
All right, how about some final numbers for this ball game?
So Bowling Green ended tonight with 433 yards on what I have down as 20 attempts. So that equals out to 21.6 yards a carry. That's a pretty good average for a high school football team to start off. Probably the most notable statistic for the second half was Dane Dunn coming in. He's got 3 attempts for 113 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think that the side note to add is, Easton Orff ran the ball a couple times. Did not look bad. Had a total of 16 yards. And Jace Eskew had a total of 22 yards on his 2 carries. So good job to the Bowling Green JV team that come in there in the second half and stepped up and filled out some pretty decent plays.
Yeah. The only knock on Jace was the fumble, which was probably actually a forward pass. But when you're up by 60 points at that point,
you probably don't challenge that too much or argue that too much, especially if you're ready to get a sideline flag or a sideline warning. Louisiana ended the game with 92 yards, and that would be on 13, 26, on 30, 40 attempts. So, but I think we talk about Louisiana, Mark, a little bit. They scored defensively.
Yeah.
On a fumble that McCormick picked up and ran into the end zone, deep here in Louisiana territory, Louisiana territory, and offensively they were able to move the ball against a very good football team, very good varsity. in the first half, they moved the ball very well. I got my little lines here kind of indicating second half play, and they didn't run the ball near as much in the second half, and I think it's because the clock running against them worked against them, and Bowling Green getting the ball, eating up a lot of clock in the second half hurt them. But Louisiana, I mean, I don't think they looked like a terrible football team.
No, not at all.
They moved the ball. They stopped Bowling Green several different drives, right? Now, of course, we talked Bowling Green, but Louisiana's got a pretty promising future, it looks like.
Yeah, and I picked them to finish right around where they did last season as far as their win total. They were within a play of getting into the district semifinals last season.
Right.
It was just the craziest ending down in the city last year. So this is a team that has had pieces. They lost some pieces, but they brought back some pieces that were all conference, and they can build around. They can build a program around this team. The numbers are up.
And we talked, when we talk statistics, because football, I get one tracked, and this is I even still do it, and my kid plays in this position. I forget to even say much about the offensive line during the football games, and I've got to get better at that in general. But Bowling Green's offensive line, creating holes and making blocks at the second level and third level makes a massive difference in a football game. These guys creating holes, Jackson Charlton, Teddy Charlton, Gunnar Bryant at tight end. I'm trying to think of Harrison Hunt, Bryson Brandenburger, Aiden Grody. Those guys able to create holes and blocks at the linebacker level, the second level, blocks at the safety level. It's not all about Marcus and Blaine and Dane Dunn. All three, and Dylan Dalton, all four fantastic athletes, right? Nothing against any of those guys.
Yeah, you need the meat and potatoes guys.
Yeah, you need those guys making those holes and then making those second and third level blocks. And tonight, Bowling Green really showed that that not only have they improved as a football team, but they've got some talent that they can bring up with them too.
And we'll see if they have to test that depth with the injuries from tonight. So I think Bowling Green has that depth.
I didn't say Devin Rue. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's a massive anchor in that line with Devin.
But a good debut, I think, for both of these teams, even though the scoreboard favored Bowling Green in a lopsided fashion. There's things that Louisiana can look at
positive
and as positives from this one. And,
I agree.
And last year it was a blowout for Bowling Green as well, and Louisiana still managed to have a season that I think a lot of people around here would call successful.
Well, and I agree. I think that's what I'm trying to say too. Is Louisiana's not. I don't think Louisiana's going to have a bad season just because they came in here and they lost. Again, they faced a very strong Bowling Green team that we saw last year that only improved this year because their boys got bigger and faster and stronger. I think Louisiana will have a decent season this year. I truly believe that.
68-6 is our final. We'll see you next week, 6:40 pregame, as Bowling Green host Palmyra, another team that they shut out last season. We'll see if they can make it 2 in a row against the Panthers here in 2022. 68-6 our final. Of course, look at the Eagle 102 scoreboard and listen for Eagle 102 Sports throughout the weekend for all the area scores and regional scores here from KJFM Radio. For Chris, Mark, saying we'll see you next week for more football here on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102.